I've seen some bombs lately. Mm. Daddy Rude, I don't know why this thing keeps coming up.
Oh.
I keep clicking that, but all right. So number three is lack of communication, and that's a big, big problem in many relationships, not just marriages. Number four, expectations from each other. For many, marriage is the next step in the great way of life. But that's not the case for everyone. When two lovers get married, they have expectations from each other and the relationship. And at times, the expectations aren't mutual and end up distancing two people who haven't communicated each other's wants and expectations at the same time of marriage. So they have too many expectations and they are not expressed initially. And then in the marriage, you find that they start to come out and it's posing a problem because the other party probably might not have known that these were the expectations of the other party. So it's always good.
Communication.
Yeah, coming back to communication. It's always good to make the expectations known from the get
Known from
go.
the get go.
Because the
True.
man can't match up. He just can't match up and him just say, babes, me tell the truth. Me like you, me care about you still, but okay, what? Right now, them things that you line out to me, no, really,
We
really
can't
can't
make
make
it.
it.
Can't
Yeah.
make it.
And the woman, the same thing. But sometimes, we tend to just use the infatuated side of it and the sexual desires part of it, that same Nookie and that same John. And we get ourselves in a problem because we're focusing on those things, the sexual part of it, and not the other aspects. Not remembering that sex is not the greatest part of any relationship. Or then again, it shouldn't be. But then again, people,
What?
it shouldn't be.
What?
It shouldn't be.
Not the greatest?
It shouldn't be. Okay, it shouldn't be the ultimate priority of a relationship, of you being in a relationship.
But it's a key
I don't dispute
factor.
that. I do not. It's a big key, a key to the whole Jamaica. If you ask me, that size key. It's a very big key.
Talk about that. You said Jamaican
Look here,
men.
about the that boy was tsunami. Go
No,
ahead.
Jamaican men
Oh yes,
in the top five biggest
top.
thing
Is it
in the
5?
world. Yeah. We're
The
fifth.
average was 7 point something.
The fifth. We're the fifth. So, ladies overseas
Get yourself a Jamaican man if you need something
and United States,
massive.
they're like 20 odd.
Oh boy,
20 odd them
the
there.
Chinese are worse. I think.
And
Oh,
yeah,
the
one of
Chinese are
them
like 4 point something and 5 point
one of them
something.
country they are 80 like out of 80, so Jamaica top
Oh,
5.
the is it Congo?
Congo
Congo is seven. Is the
at the
highest?
first, yeah,
Oh
right,
my
right.
God, where is Congo again? In some part of Africa, I think.
But remember,
Where's Congo?
right now,
Where's Congo?
Africa. But
I wanna go to Africa, man.
well, I mean, listen, ladies. Jamaica is a place if you want to be, just strictly pleasure, right?
Whatever.
If you want pain, go on a Congo,
If
right?
you want pain, turn it too, because those men might just treat you better. You never know.
You can say they go and talk. Them guys say Congo, they dangerous, They guys say they use
Oh,
something like
boy.
this. They go, you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And that they're not blowing on it.
What are they doing?
That's a poison arrow.
Oh Jesus! Oh Lord! Number 4 is expectations from each other. 5 says difference in cultural background, and not only cultural background, educational background, all kinds of background you can think of. If they're not compatible, Google says it best. I Google him name? Yeah, I think so. Difference in cultural backgrounds. At the beginning, the stark differences in families and friends and different religious beliefs may seem cute and worth a petty fight. But all it takes is a few months of suppressed ideas and opposing thoughts to wreak havoc in a marriage. So you are from this background and she's from that
That background.
background, and this family doesn't believe in X and you don't believe in Y, and they would never have a family gathering and do this, and that family wouldn't do that,
Yeah, man,
and there's
turmoil.
and you feel that tension and that segregation among the families. That can be dangerous.
Sounds familiar. Whitney Houston family, Bobby Brown family right now.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they see these signs before and they really ignore them. Because
Yep.
love, quote
Love.
unquote, is in the air.
Love, love,
And it
love.
cloud your vision. Yeah.
Man.
Number 6, your spouse doesn't understand your needs or wants. That is very sad. This is far more common than most people assume. I agree. As we evolve as individuals, we have our own needs and wants from life. Have you ever felt like your partner doesn't understand your passion or interests in life? Hmm. Wow.
That one they're off.
That one they were rough with you, you know? Cause no matter how you plea and preach and beg and fuss and fight and bawl if you have to bawl, nothing you do will make a difference if the person really doesn't understand, or even want to try to understand what is it that
What
makes my woman.
interests,
Yeah.
right.
What interests my woman?
What's
What's her
intrigued.
passion?
Right.
What she's passionate about in a good way, and what she detests. You know, and if you don't want to find that out, then what sense continuing? It's gonna be a downhill trend in that relationship.
Yep.
7 says, a sudden change in lifestyle. A marriage isn't just a ring around the finger. Amen to that. It's a whole new life
It's
and
a
a
ring
new
around the thing.
what thing?
Let's go on ring. Come on, then I top 5, you know.
Marriage is not just about a ring around the finger, people. Married couple, they're listening. It's a whole new life and a new lifestyle. And can I tell
and
you?
America is actually 61.
Oh Lord, them to way down.
See, 61 out of 80 people, ladies in America. You know, you got already sort out the thing, the papers, them enough over there, so want some green card
Oh
and thing.
jeez.
So we have
You did not just advertise that a man, Jamaican men who have
tourism,
average
tourism.
size penises
No, we're
should
not talking
should.
about average. We're in the top 5. United States, they are
You're not telling the
61.
foreign women to get their green cards ready because some of Jamaican men
No,
have
get the
top
papers,
5
get the
penises
papers ready.
sizes.
So we can start import.
Ladies,
Imports on top 5, man.
ladies are foreign.
If you go on a better average.
This is for you. Yes. Sure. Number. Oh
goodness.
boy, you are terrible. Number. I'm even off track with that.
But then
statement
again,
you just
oh yeah,
made.
no,
I cannot
no,
believe it.
nobody import July 11 fan fusion on the come down fit, on the come down fit. Yes, nobody import on the come down. I remember two hotel as fan
goodness
site.
gracious.
So on the know the room lock, Bayview Villas and Goblin Hill. Go on their website. So on the know top 5 there in abundance July 11.
Jesus.
Yeah, that me I talk about.
Okay then. Number
You
7.
can't go on a Congo.
A sudden change in lifestyle. The marriage, as we said, is not just a ring around the finger. It's a whole new lifestyle and a whole new life. If you haven't moved in with each other, you may never understand the real issues of living together. If you love your space and privacy and hate having someone breathing rather, or beating down your neck all the time, perhaps moving in together first would be a better way to test the waters.
True, access granted when
Yeah.
you're moving. All access granted.
But sometimes you can stand off and look back to and see if the station know I'm not moving. I'm moving. I what happen? No, seriously, big and serious.
Oh,
Number
Lord.
8, trust. Do you really trust your spouse? Do you find their behavior suspicious, especially when they're talking to a friend over the phone? Trust is an important pillar in marriage. If you can't trust your spouse, you definitely can't survive the marriage. If everywhere she goes, he tells her she's doing this. And everywhere he goes, she tells him he's doing this. Trust me, you're living a nightmare in the day. Seriously, every day you're going to be living a nightmare. Right? Give the benefit of the doubt because what is to be must be, and what is to be brought to light will be brought to light. Yeah? Number 9, jealousy and insecurity. And let me just say before we go any further, there are some people who just insecure, and no matter what the man does, she will forever be insecure. And no matter what the woman do.
You have to go into that, my girl.
A true. Me a talk a real talk. Yeah? You know, say a true too. So no matter what, they will be insecure. And to get rid of the insecurities, jealousy won't go away so easily. Yeah? But the insecurity is gonna take the two. When the woman say X to you, babes, you know I whatever. Just relax and find some trust in it now. Yeah. And vice versa. Insecurity is a little worm that crawls into your heart and grows over time. Boy, may I tell you. It may be your spouse's fault, or they may have nothing to do with it. Jealousy can be cute at first. There's nothing cute about the word jealousy, I swear. But not if it leads to big fights or confusions. How do you stop your partner from being insecure? I mean, let's say something went wrong in the relationship and one party cheated and whatever. Really and truly, to get rid of the insecurity there, it's going to be difficult. So that's why, to me, it would take both persons to work on it.
Why?
The insecurity and the mistrust is going to be difficult to get rid of that.
To get over that, true.
You know? So it's about people to be sensitive.
Even if you start see signs, actually you start seeing things that are really not there too.
Paranoia comes in. Number 10, incompatible personalities. Aye. Oh, Lord.
But that one would be obvious prior to marriage anyway.
You think? You'd be surprised to know how many people find out some things after they're married. God forbid when they ask God through the gates.
That one is true.
Woo. Incompatible personalities. And some too live in denial, Daddy Rude. Sad to say. They see some things. Yeah. And we live in denial of it.
And they're trying to fix it.
Trying to fix it, and then really and truly cannot be fixed. And we end up, you know, where you've gone into marriage now when the knot tie are bigger and tighter.
Nobody try to fix me.
Okay.
Done gone bad.
Incompatible personalities. At times, both of you may be two perfect individuals who are just completely imperfect for each other. Both of you may share nothing in common, and over time, you may find that both of you are better off getting divorced and dating or marrying other people. This one saddens me because it's just a pity that a marriage really has to end in divorce. But the reality of it is sometimes they just do. And I will just quickly.
Oh, that again?
I'm closing it off. All right.
Well, it's almost, that's number 10?
Yes, I'm just going to quickly repeat them in a minute. Top 20 reasons for divorce that couples overlook. So to know that you're ready for a divorce, these are some of the things that you could very well check out. You think you're too good for the partner. Check that out. Are you? You feel constrained, pressured, oppressed, suppressed? Check it. Lack of communication. You don't communicate well at all. Sign. 4, expectations from each other. Were they made clear prior to the marriage? During courtship. 5, differences in cultural background. 6, she's too mabutu. I don't know. I am mabutu. She abutu upscale. I don't know. 6, your spouse doesn't understand your needs or wants. Very, very critical one. A sudden change in lifestyle. Start live big now when you come from nowhere. What? 8, trust. 9 says jealousy and insecurity. And 10, incompatible personalities. The two are just not connected at all. And on that note, we end the article, and it's now 11 o'clock, and the time is brought to us by
DJ
printing. We come back on the flip side of the break. Please stick and stay on Styles FM.
Yep.
This is Styles FM.
This feeling is taking over me. I'm so excited.
Feel the euphoria.
Tuesdays from 5 to 9 p.m. with the Master Mixer Musical Maestro Digital Team.
Give me the total satisfaction with melodies and memories by the score. With the widest selection of genres and hits. So you don't know the program you turn up, you know. So you know Patek's a full dance, the one you slap with.
Digital and we are party. Yeah, we flawless. Euphoria the program. Every Tuesday.
5 to 9, every Tuesday.
With the Musical Maestro Digital Team.
Remember Styles FM on social media. View us on YouTube, Styles FM Radio. Follow us on Instagram at Styles FM. Like us on Twitter at Styles FM 961. Become a fan on Facebook, Styles FM 96.1.
Ladies. Something is on for you on a Tuesday night.
Music.
No more loneliness. Now you have Prestige, your ultimate companion. Experience his musical charm with charismatic passion. So innovative and more interactive.
From 9 to 12 midnight.
On Styles FM. Music with Prestige. Don't miss it.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Hello?
Wagwan, baby.
Talk fast, you have 1 minute. Cause on a Monday night, between 9 and 12, me have to tune into Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude on Styles 96 FM. Me and you have questions about love, birds and the bees.
Not to mention the ticks and the fleas.
So you try tune into Real Talk every Monday night, 9 to 12, because Real Talk are the show where them discuss what's real and not what's ideal.
Welcome back, guys, to Real Talk. And the article said 20 reasons to know if you divorce. You're ready for the divorce. And we just did the first 10, yeah? So top reasons for divorce in seasoned marriages. You have some marriages that really seasoned, 20 odd years and all these things, and 15 years and 30 odd years. Come on now. Many people assume that long marriages are indestructible. Lie that. After all, they've weathered the winds of change and have survived the storm. But in most cases, they've just learned to live with the differences. Number 1 is infidelity. The idea of infidelity almost always crops up in a marriage at some point or the other. You could find someone else extremely interesting, or you may find yourself constantly trying to cheat, either for the excitement or in the hope of satisfying your urges. What matters here is figuring out whether the juice is worth the squeeze. You have some marriages where the men go out, they have children in the marriages, and for some reason they had extramarital affairs, and they have children out there. And some of these wives open arms and receive the children. I mean, receive meaning in the house, They take them in. Yeah, man. Sometimes more than one. They take them in and they rear them as their own, and the marriage still going strong. Kudos to those women who can manage that.
There's some. I'm not so fortunate.
You're right about that. There's some who it happens to them, and it's difficult for the wife to accept even the child, even though the child is innocent. And, you really can't, I don't know if I can blame them, but to each his own. And they don't accept the child, they don't even interact with the man's child, because it was during their union that the child came about. Right. So it's for the partners to decide how they're going to deal with it. So infidelity is one in season marriage that you look out for. Money. Money always has a way of making life better or making it worse. There are only two extremes and no middle ground with money. Are you dissatisfied with your spouse's earnings or monetary investment toward the marriage in any manner? This may start off as a nagging thought to begin with, but unless you discuss this with your spouse, you could be heading down the road of divorce over time. Wow. I have a comment, but I will leave it alone. I have a comment, but I will let it be.
Oh, Lord. I throw you a word?
Me? No, no time for that.
Okay, well.
No time at all for
Well,
that,
talk
my
then.
dear.
If I know what you throw talk.
No, what time? I'm not.
Whisper, tell me.
That's not the one? Oh. Okay. Number 3, abusive or controlling relationships. If you've ever felt like your partner is trying to control you or abuse you in some manner, it's best to have a conversation about it. At times, your spouse may not even realize that they're trying to manipulate you or control you. Hell no, they do realize it. They're just cruel devils sent from hell. They know what they're doing. They can't get their way. They know exactly what they're doing. They are manipulating you just so they can get their way. It's as simple as ABC. 1, 2, 3. Number 4, priorities change. So in the season marriages, if priorities change, then you know, that's something to write. A marriage is a lifetime of togetherness, or it should be, yeah. And as individuals, our priorities in life too change all the time. If you want to have a successful marriage and avoid any reason for divorce, learn to understand each other's priorities. Don't expect your partner to stay the same forever. Talk to each other and help each other become better individuals, and you'll learn to fall more in love with each other. Sad to say, some partners are hold on. True.
True that still.
Suppressing, depressing. They don't motivate, they don't encourage. They have nothing positive to say to you. They're just there as, it's like they're doing a worse job than the devil himself in your life. Quite frankly. Sad. Number 5, emotional affairs. Emotional affairs are the easiest to fall into. And at most times, you may not even realize it. Where you find yourself lacking emotional connection in your relationship, with your marriage. And you might find yourself drawn to somebody else who shows you some amount of affection and care and love and tenderness.
So you're gear born emotionally. I shall gear born emotionally.
I'm a gear born emotionally, yeah.
So when a woman anyway, go on, read.
Do you feel really comfortable with a co-worker at your workplace? Tonight. Do you feel comfy with your co-worker? Perhaps of the opposite sex? And do you feel like this person really understands you and gives you the perfect advice for all your doubts? Or do you feel really happy and refreshed every time you have a long conversation with this friend of the opposite sex? If you ever feel like you emotionally connect better with someone other than your spouse, chances are you're already in an emotional affair. Just how bad or troublesome is it? That's something you need to think about. But don't worry, emotional affairs are far more common than you think. And they far more lead to other things than we say or than they say. Yeah?
Yep.
6, difference in sexual interests. As relationships grow, the sexual excitement and the arousal too starts to change. You see the same naked person every night. Is it really possible to get wet or hard in an instant? Every time you see your naked spouse lying in bed? Oh boy, you sound dreadfully. One of you may enjoy sex while the other just doesn't enjoy sex anymore. Or perhaps things have just started to get really boring. Sex plays a pretty important part in a successful marriage. Work on it and get better at it. 7. Your spouse doesn't excite you. This can happen to spouses who are not fascinated or awed by their partners. And let me just pause to say.
And it we talked about a while ago,
No,
man.
look, just pause to say that. Don't expect your spouse to be awed by you when you not awe your spouse.
Relax yourself.
Sometimes I talk the things them at this year reach. I understand. No worry yourself. I understand. And the thoughts them deep for you. No, yeah, you bash me. Good, that's all right. I can handle it. Your spouse doesn't excite you. It isn't just about sexual interest. You may like your spouse. Oh boy, give me a break, man. This system is beating me up. And I'm not getting... Man, it keeps giving me a warm time. All right, coming right back to the article.
It's only a bootleg
Yeah.
thing going on my thing.
So it's not just about sexual interest. You may like your spouse as a friend, but there's no passion or happiness when you're with each other. Both of you just live together, lead two separate lives, and have your good friends. And after some time, you may wonder why you're even together anymore. Wow. 8. There's more to life than this. You're scared your life will be too meaningless with your spouse. You've been together for several years and yet have no memories or special thoughts that excite you. That's bad. If you feel like you need to go out there and see the world in all its hues, all its different colors, that is, then perhaps a trial separation or a break may be the best way forward. There's more to life than this. There's got to be more to life than misery and sadness and unhappiness. Come on. Wow. Number 9. Friends who are bad for the marriage. That 1 minute you need to listen to. Some friends are just the worst thing that can happen to a marriage. And then them come at the wedding and get toast and all these things. And name the cake. And sign the book. And wear the pretty frock and stand up beside you. And trust me, some of them are like, ooh, the bride of Chucky. Some friends are just the worst things that can happen to a marriage. They probably lead sad, lonely lives themselves, or just can't get along with your spouse. True. And they do everything possible to convince you that you can get a better catch if only you tried. But out of the people them life, make them live them life and deal with them marriage on their own. The only time I think as a friend I would comment in a relationship is if the man really a garrison lick left, right and center. Me not tell her to sit down in there and try to work out nothing because I'm going probably lick her to her death. I'm in a join the policy there. So, and vice versa for those women who beat some of the men to frazzle. Alright?
You hear that? Listen, anybody see the video with the policeman where I get some cuff from what appears to be a woman? And if it was ever the reverse.
Some of them deserve to get some.
No. It was ever that's a bias. Seemed like we said a while ago. Go on talk, man. Go on.
The amount of bias you guys and bash you for a night, and the one good time you say some of them deserve to get some lick. Yeah, take me on. Bias this again. And they do everything possible to convince you that they can, the friends do everything possible to convince you that that person, no good. Even if they are, let them find out for themselves. Because when you say them no good and them mash up, and tutus then get back together, head up on pillow, and them have pillow talk, I listen to real talk, them I go say, I the ones Susan did tell me, because fear man left her, Yes, man. That girl never like her for your friend, your friend, but not like her for a long time. And your friend up on pillow, and only God and the bug alone know pan the bug pan the wall, know what go on behind that closed door there. And your friend get all the trashing in the world for trying to mash you up in the
Well,
first place.
me not busy, you know. Make him mash up, you know. Make him mash up. Me a talk, you know.
Talk on who? The girl.
Yeah.
But you not talk on the man.
Me and a friend. Oh.
Number 10, addictions. Addictions are little things that come between two partners in a big way. Do you have any addictions that bother your spouse, be it sexual or something alcoholic? Addictions may not affect relationships directly, but your dependence on the addiction and the way it affects your life may affect your marriage. Overcome addictions or try to get your partner to support you and understand you better while you try to overcome it. Some men are addicted to gambling and they'll get the pay Friday evening, fortnight, or monthly. And before they go home and pay their bills, they're at the rum bar drinking it away and giving a lot of it to the pretty young filly who is on the stool in the sexy body rider
shots. Of course, because you're there with the little whole crafty self. At that, we are
waiting for you to come home to sort you out. You thought about that? And give you a nice warm dinner.
Well, that part there you work.
Some of them do that and they don't come. Right? Addiction, you drink and you drink and you drink. And some of you women too who decide say, let pair clothes and shoes you're going to buy.
Yeah, but some of the time we don't want to
come home. Well, I'm addicted to that, but then I'm spending my own money now, aren't I? But I mean, the man is spending his own too. But if you have a family, men be responsible. But if it is that you're really living alone, you know, and you want to buy yourself treat yourself now and again, nothing is wrong with that. Once the addiction is not affecting the marriage. So if my part of the bill or my part of it is to deal with the children's school for the for the month, or to deal with daycare, paying for the daycare while the man deals with the bills and whatever. We're not supposed to use the money buying a clothes and boot and a fancy handbag and then not pay. You understand? Deal with my part of the bargain. That not right, ladies? None at all. So all the attractive clothes and boot, out there, you have to do your thing. You have to do your real thing. Handle your business. That's why you're the adult. Yeah?
And last one that. Come well wanted done,
I know. Could you kindly find back I don't know where that came from. Oh my God. Okay, people, we're back on track. Number 10. I need some water. Cassidy, some water, please. Number 10.
And gentlemen. This is a real talk. I don't know what Cleo went on, but one pop up on my screen a while ago, Cleo get the shocker live.
It's not normal.
One in Uganda. Uganda. One of the Uganda thing, the Congo thing that pop up.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen,
deliverance.
I swear, it's my fault because for years I burn out bootleg and download movie business and rare this, rare that. And for some reason, I make somebody encourage me and I try download sitting. And from that day till now, I be a pop-up I go on for my thing.
I'm having a chest ache right now. Let me finish this though. Lord. Let me hope to keep my composure and finish this. A divorce is a painful scar rather, and can be avoided with a bit of foresight.
You can't manage Congo then, Cleo.
Keep an eye on these 20 top reasons for divorce. And if you ever see a little weed of doubt sprouting in your marriage, thank you, Cassidy, do something about it. So if you feel that, there is any doubt of weed of doubt sprouting up in your marriage, try and fix it. You really both can't fix it. Then you come to some amicable solution and separation. If that's what it boils down to. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. There you have for the article tonight.
I'm really glad how it ended because the the situation while we have like 40 minutes or so. We're gonna read some text, but the situation tonight is a marriage couple issue, and it's pretty much
Read it.
sensitive to no sir. It's pretty much sensitive to all of this thing. You know why you want me read, you know, kind of long, right? But
In the meantime, good night, Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude. Most Wanted Records, Sky Up. Hey guys, haven't heard from you in a while. Yeah? Daddy Rude, you know some man a womb turner. You know, born dumb. One punch and you get dumb. Vice gone. Meanwhile, some you are dying for him spit and done. Okay. Well, some men are womb changers, some you are dying for them.
But you know, sir, when you think about the thing with this top 5 business, Cassidy, if we in the top 5 as man,
You come at this again. I'm to know.
if we
Big
in
old
the top,
ego.
Cass, listen, if we in the top 5 as man, you know, because them say North Korea.
You know, top 5 is 7 point something. People have 9. Come on, man, and 10 and 11. Sure.
North Korea, you know,
7.
average 3.1.
Oh,
right?
What?
That means, say, yes, you want to go Uganda, me want to go North Korea, because them woman they have the better something. Go on Congo, go on a Congo. Go on a Congo, and if I out of 90, that means a Jamaican woman.
Shut up. You shut up. Don't even go there.
Jamaican woman.
Don't even go there.
No, sir.
They're real talk.
That meant that rude boys.
I'm in
better
my
out there.
mid-30s and my husband and I are having
No,
serious
Mr.
intimacy issues. They're real talk. I'm in my mid-30s and my husband and I are having serious intimacy issues. We used to have fun. We did it every and anywhere you can think of. In his car, on busy main road or streets, at his parents' house.
Yeah.
At my gate.
Yeah.
Even in a cemetery.
Kill we are killing.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But lately, I don't feel as sexy as before, and he doesn't make me feel any better about myself. We have 2 kids, and as you know, the female body changes. I gained a couple pounds and stretch marks here and there. He doesn't. What you about? Eh? Is that cursed upon her? Is that cursed upon her? He doesn't buy me sexy dresses nor undies anymore, even though I hint at it. I tried sexy nightgowns, but no effect on his organ. We have sex at his need.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem into it when I want it.
No.
Jeez, appease my heart. No foreplay and no position. Only doggy style. He doesn't stimulate me either. One time I heard him commending his friend's woman and how sexy she is with lust in his eyes. I think I'm losing him. What must I do? Lose him, honey. Lose him. Lose him.
He just jump on that, sir.
It will become a blessing in disguise.
Oh.
Look here. If this woman can be hinting at her husband, that look, clearly him no want to work out nothing. Him no want to work out nothing. Only when him wants sex, I mean, let us take sex for example. Oh goodness. The average man must analyze with himself and say, boy, my wife I go want sex too. See when me have sexual desires.
Then she not get it when
hold
me.
on. Tap. The man must analyze that, okay, there are times when my woman, my wife will need me to caress her. Not just even penetration. My wife will need me to be there for her, to be supportive of her, to make her feel wanted, appreciated, and all these things. Right? And you can't provide enough of that for your wife. Only when you want sexual gratification, you know her and you see her and you turn her a particular way and you insert and you just boom, bam, 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 bap, bap, boop, boop, boop.
You're going too much.
And have your way. No,
too much.
have your way. And
man,
then you
spending
forget.
a long time, man.
Oh, that's boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop.
And done and then cancel the woman's need. That's a selfish son of a gun. That's okay. If you want to think of just a one particular aspect of a relationship, then which you think is a very important one, think about a woman's need. She's a sexual being just like you, and if you can only jump on like you jump on ass, like you jump on a donkey go market, or jump on ass that came on a struck. Which many of them.
Man, jump the donkey.
You'd be surprised to know. But anyway, moving along.
You see one with the madman?
No.
Jesus face.
But seriously, men need to I don't know. I don't think when God made them that way, you know.
You never did it when we are make. We did it when
Me
you
wonder if God
you
make them
never did it when we are
treat
make.
and
We did it
abuse
when
their
you are
women.
make. My girl, me say, you never did it when we are make, but we did it when you are make. That we are talking about.
You know, oh boy. He only has sex with her when he wants to. He doesn't make her feel wanted anymore. She gained a few pounds and some stretch marks, and that is why he starts ill-treating his woman, not buying her sexy dresses anymore. There are plus-size dresses. She used to be a small or an extra small. Now you go to a medium or an extra large. Or she's a double XL, you know, or a 13, 14 dress. I don't know. But you can still buy her. Are you saying that the bigger dresses aren't sexy anymore? Of course, you have plus size dresses which are sexy on a particular woman. Now, in the same breath, let me just say that a few pounds here and there, I hope it's not a case where you're leaving from a 115 for a 300, because really and truly that's going to be hard to swallow. You know, so give and take that the woman hasn't gone also out of proportion with what the man initially bargained for. And if it is that, it's a sickness, that's a whole different ball game. But naturally, if the man met you at 115 or 120, don't expect overnight or over a couple of years that he's gonna be comfortable with a 300, because he just didn't.
But in reality, though, Selena, even outside of pregnancy, after women with age, men too,
right,
put on weight.
Yeah, but how much weight so for you want stop giving her certain desire, certain treatment? Come on. A few stretch marks here and there or everywhere. I don't know. He doesn't buy me sexy dresses anymore, nor sexy underwears. Does he think that because you put on some pounds, the panties can't be sexy again? You have Vicky's Secret in all different sizes, don't it?
Yeah.
And if she's a little on the plumper side, her size on the would look sexy on her. Well, hopefully in his eyes.
Well, like that me like I say.
But mid-30s, fat she can't get so. So yeah, I don't think it's not out of proportion. I swear. She say a little pounds and a little stretch marks here and there. I don't think about to touch the stretch marks to her, because I feel picking them give her stretch marks. So I'm not even about to go there so. We used to have fun. We did it everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it that no what? She too one of him can't carry out again and then go on an escapade. What is the problem now? Get used to, get complacent. Start take her for granted.
Can I be insensitive?
No, you cannot be. Because I'm gonna cuff you. Oh man. At the parents' house, even at cemeteries, them exploring. They're all exploring and they have a creative mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to cemetery so easily. Anyways.
But
lately, I don't feel as sexy as before, and he doesn't make me feel any better. Does she not feel so sexy anymore? Do something about it, man. Go take up a jogging class or one of those lessons at the gym, where you try and probably see if you can get in shape, tone up.
Build back.
Because you can have on some weight, but you're still toned, you know. By the way, I need to be toned, right? I need to get some toning, seriously. So you can be of a plus size or a medium size, and you're toned, so you still look firm and nice and, well tucked and all of that. All right? We have 2 kids, and as you know, the female body changes naturally. Breasts will change and all of that.
I forgot that part. Hold on.
Shut up.
Hold on.
Shut up. I gained a couple pounds and stretch marks here and there.
We forgot the breast part.
Time signal.
Well,
Time signal.
Okay, it's now 11:30, and we're going for our last break.
Croft. Break. Croft.
I never remember the breast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Styles FM, you're my number one.
Portlanders, Akan Auto Technology, located at 33 Bombrook Crescent, Port Antonio. Visit us for all your auto repair and servicing. We offer computerized wheel alignment, computerized wheel balancing, suspension checks, AC repair, inspection, and all your auto repair needs. For a complete auto repair and service, visit or call Akan Auto Technology today at 715-5205. And remember, we are located at 33 Bombrook Crescent.
Babes, what you do over there, sir? Babes, what you really do over there, sir, babes?
Me I look for the radio cause I saw schizophrenia with DJ Mookie. Him have mad skills and crazy hype. And he's on this and every Tuesday and Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. No, me can't miss it. You mad?
What?
Planning a party, club night out, stage show, a gospel concert, or even a business sales event? Let Styles FM be a part of your promoting tool. Take advantage of our low-priced promotion packages with commercials, interviews, giveaways, reviews, and much more. We have special offers when you mix and match and bundle your options. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Styles FM for the most effective way to exploit your marketing dollar.
Sure, I've been in love a time or two, but in the end I still chose you. No one could ever make me feel this way. That's why it's killing me what we're going through. Somehow thought between me and you, our love would stand the test of time and never ever fade. But we're not making love no more. We're not even trying to change. Tell me how it slips away. Does it ever stay the same? We don't even talk. We ran out of words to say. Tell me you don't have to change. Only ever stay the same. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Girl, I know that things aren't going right, but don't you think it deserves a fight? A love that guys don't happen every day.
We're not making love. Okay. No more. All right. Yes, peeps, our phone lines are open. And remember, the number is 453-1444. Local peeps, my local peeps, that's your number. And the overseas, 954-338-7973. That's 954-338-7973. Hook us up with a call or a text if you so desire. And, of course, tell me what you think. Alrighty. We have a message there. Dell says, she must buy her own lingerie and panty.
Yeah.
Don't sit and wait for your husband to buy you them when him out there and take off some other one or somebody else lingerie. Girl, wake up. The man right. Wake up. The man right. Do dress up hot and sexy until him get home. That on age, your sex life should turn up. Sound like him is a old man. No, sir. Oh, no, not real. She's in they're in their mid-30s, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both within
Both in their mid-30s. So
right.
if you've not took off your lingerie, honey, believe you me, he's taking off somebody else's.
I don't agree.
Yes, not necessarily, but chances are because of no love sex.
I don't agree that
More than women.
And the most lingerie I take off.
Oh.
New foods now we're not that we are talk about.
Oh Jesus. So he's plucking her apples.
You can't find it Adam Mrs. my girl.
Yes, Daddy Rude. A true clear talk about the insecurity thing there. So yeah, she have it into it. Anyways, may I ask what y'all talking about tonight? Okay, again, that was a long time ago message, I'm sure. You'd have gotten what we're talking about by this. Daddy Rude, sponsor me Fifth and Fusion.
What
do you think? Grace in Georgia. Daddy Rude, not every woman might feel good. Some used to anaconda, which is anaconda, I guess. And you come with a rake stick. Doesn't mean she not. Hey! Doesn't mean she. Okay. Doesn't mean she not good. Go find your rake that fit your stick. Hers belong to the anaconda. We come in different shape and size. Likewise.
No.
I agree, sister.
No.
Go find your rake for your stick.
Top 5. We're in a top 5. We're in a top 5.
That's rude. If you.
That means in America, where them are 61, American woman them thing.
Yeah, whatever. That's rude.
Should I use the word Cassidy?
Hold on.
Yes.
Clearly, the women, generally speaking, over there, want a black man. It's because they're not being satisfied. Could very well be because sexually they're not satisfied, and they did their research to prove or to show that these black men, these Jamaican men,
that's why
tend to have that member a little bit more endowed than their own.
That's why the Jamaican women are losing their men to these foreign women. Because of the same top 5 issue.
Oh no.
And then,
it doesn't mean that their thing is any better than ours. It is saying that
you're just a pick up.
No. You're just a pick up long time. What it is saying is that they are just as we are. They have the same organ, just that same size organs as we do.
But
the difference is that
it's not as utilized.
The difference
it's
is that
underutilized.
the little teeny wheelies are not reaching those G spots.
Up there.
Not reaching the spots.
The one up there.
The men, yes.
We're up there. Now we are top 5. So then request a top 5
yeah,
man.
the whole of 4 ahead of you know. You realize that?
No, then you and them can go on a Congo.
That's rude. If you go a shop and it lock, you're not going to stay there.
If you broke your shop.
The phone line. You're not going to stay there. You are going to move to one where open. Aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
When the man say him hurt by his baby mother, you automatically say, don't take the woman fat and fry her. But in the same breath, you said generally, let me see, generally manner, just showing how unfair man-woman relationships are viewed. And notice I said, generally speaking. So there are exceptions to every rule on both sides. There are exceptions, right? I don't know the specifics either. So I made a comment based on the fact that he said his baby mother before did whatever. So he's treating this particular woman a certain way. So I'm saying if she's a good woman and she has been doing good to you, it's not fair to use the previous relationship to judge how you treat her if it is that she's treating you really nicely. You know, I don't think I was wrong in saying that. I don't think so. We will all beat our, how would you say? We will all beat her for it. Paul says so. From Berrydale.
No,
Paul,
you got to.
you good? Paul said
Paul,
we beat her feet. Beat her for one, okay?
you better just say spank. She'll enjoy the spank.
Friends, I swear them a hold down the man and woman for talk and sort out the problem. Okay. No, she is not a Christian. Okay. All right. Thanks for the for the info. She's no Christian. Well, you have to decide if you want a woman like that who will listen to friends. And if the friends are really, really, really good friends, then she has to consider and think twice about what she listens to and who she listens to. Yeah?
My youth listen to Daddy Road.
My girl. Okay, we read this one already. All right. So I think that's it from the text line. The phone lines are now open. And Greg, who said, I got back this message just now, saw it back, who said he sensed some hypocrisy in my statement. He did not clarify that for me. I'd really love to shed some light on your view where that is concerned. All right. So that's it for the text line. Let me clear this so in case others are coming in, we could see them. Please feel free to hook us up right about now on the phone lines. It's open. We have a few minutes to go in the show.
What should this lady do though? All right.
Well, for how long can she be sexy for herself?
Them start off good, right? All kind of things them go on when them younger. Presume in them 20s, you gonna have some fun in a vehicle, pull over anyway, you don't care. And then she said later now she don't feel sexy. In reality, some of the time, like one of my brethren send me a WhatsApp, and it's true. Some of the time, after a woman has kids or she get kids, she give up. She give up on her own. Put on some weight. Remember, sperm come like pies. It's swelling up, make all on the neck black and the nose get big. And I have to remember that.
You see why you guys are a bad thing. Anyways, move along.
Nah, man, that's someone potent. Right? Now, the physical state I got change. Mental state can also change because of physical change. So you used to be in this young, nice, sexy girl, well flexible, put on a little bit of weight, insecurity kick in. And then because the insecurity kick in now, it causes a sense of complacence. No. She have a responsibility, right? In terms of not allowing herself. We have a call, overseas line.
Hello, caller. Good night.
Good night, Lady Cleo. Daddy Rude, wagwan. Top 5.
Wagwan, Medan.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't complain when they are pretty thing, and I get the top 5 jersey ticket up.
Okay,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Just to clarify my text of the hypocrisy thing, I need to clarify. Now, unfortunately, anytime it comes to relationships, men and women are two different things. Men are always
hold on, Medan.
Everything goes. Women automatically sign.
Is this Rowan? Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, not hearing you clearly. We're gonna make contact with you.
Me call you back here.
Alright.
Hold on, little. Hold on. Don't hang up.
All right. We invite you to call us as well on 453-1444. 453-1444. Hook us up. And overseas 954-338-7973. What's your take on what this lady should do? The husband no longer makes her feel special. She doesn't feel special anymore. She doesn't feel sexy. He does not do anything except one particular position. Doesn't stimulate her. And she is pretty much frustrated. She sounds like she's on the verge of giving up. What should she do? Because we can always say she is to entertain herself and sorry, she is to pretty up for herself and, I mean, motivate, not entertain. Well, that too. But motivate herself and, sexy up for herself and all of that. But then, for how long can she do that when she's aware of the fact that she has a partner with whom she's supposed to be experiencing all of this with, and she's not? It's psychologically damaging to be, hello, caller, good night. Hello?
How are you?
Hi, good night, how are you?
Hi, good night.
How are you?
Hello?
I'm hearing you, go ahead.
Well, I'm about the lady, that you say, frustrated with the husband and whatever.
Yeah.
This is what I think she should do. If he had lost his wife, then maybe she needs to bring it back. I mean, the cliche that we're in 2015, so I think the taboo has been lifted. She got a freak store.
Okay.
She's initiated some things.
And you don't think she has been, because she said she hints at what did she hint at Daddy Rose? She hinted at she made it notice no that she hints at what she wants,
right?
And he does not do anything.
Nice sexy this and some sexy that, and she herself even.
Please ourselves. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That this is the woman gets the with time like wine. So feeling and female drop down, testosterone and stuff. So I think that's a point where communication is key, and some ED issues and improve so communication is key.
So are you saying that it could be a case where he has problems?
Yeah, it could be a case where he has problems. The man's problem most now is ego. So he's probably gone from this man in his prime that's been used to doing certain, maneuvers, and now it's like, what do I do? I can't do it anymore. It's so covered up, we don't talk about it. They don't know what to deal with it. It could be that. Not that it is
that. I understand. But it's sad for them. It's sad when a man who has a problem discovers he has a problem, but makes the wife feel so awful that she thinks that she is the problem.
Yes, that's definitely true. I mean, it's not fair that he should punish her for his shortcomings.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, communication
is key. Quite so. All right, caller. Thank you so much, darling.
Good night.
Good night, darling. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, welcome back. Hearing you loud and clear now. Go right ahead.
All right, cool. Like I was saying, there's a discrepancy between how the genders are viewed when it comes to certain things. Again, men get the role of the villain automatically. Women get the role of the victim. Even just listening to the caller there, I do understand and agree with some of his saying, but look at it this way. Even from the standpoint of maybe nothing wrong with the man enough. Maybe he's just no longer attracted to him, and it is what it is. It happens from both sides of the fence. The man is no longer attracted. It doesn't necessarily have to be because he gets bigger or whatever the case may be. It's just feeling you more. But because we always blame cast the ego thing on a man, while women's ego are a lot of times a lot bigger than the men. Maybe that's accept the fact that the man not feeling anymore is just not attracted to you. It's not nothing wrong. It's just the attraction is no longer there. But and here's how you test that thing. They have a thing what they call the NVS, and they call it new vagina syndrome.
New what?
New vagina syndrome.
Oh, tell me about it.
Here's
you have that every day, don't it?
Not really. It's not really an everyday thing, in it. Especially the top 5 people have these kind of problems.
Yes, I hear you. I'm not surprised you said that. Go right ahead, caller.
It's not that they assume that something is wrong with the man. Why that happens? I guarantee you, if you go down the road and a new vagina presents itself, he's not gonna have the problem where you assume he has at home. So realistically speaking, it's not a problem. He's just now no longer attracted to the person at home, and it happens.
So what about the women who have NPS?
Well, I mean, it happened. I'm not saying it not happened too, but the thing is.
So why is it that the men believe and behave like the woman commits a crime because They are getting the same stick every single day. It's boring to them. It's the same old position and whatever. She now has NPS, and he makes a big deal of it and feels like less of a man because she has NPS. If he can have new vagina symptom, then she can also have NPS.
Yeah, but I know him a complain, I think.
Or NBS.
You know,
or NHS.
Complain, you know.
Huh?
I the woman a complain, me agree with you.
I the woman a complain.
Is the woman a complain?
Now, again, bear in mind, I'm not saying it cannot go both ways. But in a case like this, if the difference is, if she have a problem with it, she can voice it to the man and say, and if the man does not know about it, obviously he might really be distracted elsewhere. Maybe the attraction is not there and he doesn't know how to get out of the situation. Sometimes you want an exit strategy and can't fight it.
Well, let me say this. That's true. Let me say what I think here. I think he has a problem. Let me tell you the reason why. You see, the average man who really, really has a wife, who loves his wife, even though she put on some pounds and stretch marks, if that man genuinely loves and appreciates his wife and is close to his wife, no matter how hard it is, you might find that he will satisfy her or try his best then to satisfy her. Mark you, he might still go out there and do all of those things as we know they will. But at home, he might go try his best to satisfy his wife to an extent. No, when he reach a place where only when him want little sex because him whoever else out the road can't give it at that time, him come to she, come jump on she because she had a weak fence and she wear the ring on her finger. When it reaches the place where he thinks he can only give her sex when he wants it, what only one position that he wants, him now treat her nice no more, him now make her feel special, tell her I love you honey, even if him don't still 100% love her like one time. Come on, it tells me that there are some insecurities with this man.
And I look on him friend woman.
No,
and hold on, I look on him friend woman and talk about the friend woman sexy.
Yeah.
Him low up, something wrong with him.
If the woman sexy, let's just keep it real. But the thing is this, if you say automatically you go down the same avenue again, you know, you said the man come home and when he feel like it, he wants some sex and whatever. Maybe he's coming, maybe he got psych up himself to come home to a woman and give her some. She's now assuming and interpreting it as, okay, and now he wants some. He don't want some. He psych up himself to come home because he appreciate him a month.
Look here, no man. Stop twisting. Caller, stop twisting the thing. Stop twisting it. Let's have the article, please. The scenario. ASAP, Daddy Road.
It's on that
phone. Find it fast. No, caller. Let me just read for you what's going on here. Yeah? Just listen up, sweetheart. She in her mid-30s, her husband and herself having serious intimacy issues. We used to have fun. You know. We do it everywhere. Anytime. Yeah? Bus in the car, busy main road, wherever, parents' house or cemetery. Gonna raise all dead. But lately, I don't feel as sexy as before, and he doesn't make me feel any better about myself. We have 2 kids, and you know the body change up and all these things. She gained a couple pounds and some stretch marks. He does not buy me sexy dresses nor undies anymore. Even though I hint at it. Come on, caller, be fair. Something wrong with this man. He's a kinaki.
Hold on. Her credit card can't wipe. Hold on. Why she hint at it? Why doesn't she go and buy her own?
Buy her own
but
things.
When she buys her own things, he still doesn't see her. So she's doing what she can to say, honey, if she used to, go cemetery, my you. Trust me, she don't lose nothing. She hasn't lost anything. She still have her spark. She just in her 30s. She know all and call.
Maybe that's where they went wrong. Maybe she go to cemetery one. I don't then touch it two of them and that's up from
and the same dopey touch you want to lick. You're picking up for the man. I can tell.
No. I'm not picking up for the man. But the thing about it is this. All right, you have said to the woman that she doesn't feel sexy anymore. She's put on some pounds and some stretch mark. Let me ask a question now. What lingerie hide pound and stretch mark?
Excuse me?
Which lingerie you know a hide pound and stretch mark?
It nothing hide. Caller, it nothing hide. hide. The stretch mark not for hide. What you hide it for? You have 2 picnic with this man. You have 2 picnic with this man. You brought life into the world for this man, this old croft. And you will get a few stretch marks because of it. And you will tell me, say, which lingerie can hide stretch mark. Carla, I don't want to beat you.
No. What I mean pretty much is this. It's not, in other words, it's not about the stretch mark and it's not about the phone.
You just said it.
Put on your sexy swagger and bring it. You know, some big fat woman, I'm telling you, no one is sexy like them confident, like, no. She's lost her confidence, she's lost her swag, and it has...
No, but hold on. Caller, what... Don't you think in a relationship, it's the responsibility of both spouses to make the other feel a certain way? Come on. She's not all by herself, living by herself. She's expecting emotional support from her man. And if he doesn't give that to her, she's going to feel insecure and inferior. Come on, be fair.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We are being fair, but what you have to realize is you're reading her comments. Who's to say the man feels sexy and whatever? Maybe she not doing nothing either.
You're not listening to the article, to the scenario. She insert it, she tries whatever, and nothing works.
What's a hint?
Carla, you don't know when a woman wants it and wants you and sexy and feel nice for you. And I tell you, baby, come on over. I'm ready for you now. I want it now. Sort me out. You don't know when a woman is hinting at you? Come on, Carla. Come on.
That's not a hint, but that's not a hint. That's what I'm saying. That's not a hint. That is my youth. I want some come start it out. That's not a hint. Maybe she needs to stop hinting and be more straight up and